All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. Wow, what a night here. We're taking a look at what's going on with Nestor. Hey, what's up, cousin Jeannie? I see a lot of folks and friends. Let me turn my volume down. All right, so here's the scoop, man. We're gonna kind of do an update here. What's happening? We had a couple tornadoes overnight. Big damages across Lakeland. A couple spots down in southern Pinellas County also got hit. Some mobile home damage. The storm has been crazy. If you follow the page, we've been talking about this eastern side now for days, like October 16th. I looked back this morning, so shouldn't be a surprise if you follow the page. We've been talking about this big eastern sided, lopsided system. Anybody that knows me knows I've been talking a lot about the threat for the Florida Peninsula. So no big surprises except the ones that focus too much, I guess, on the actual cone. This is going to be a weird system for you guys up in the Panhandle because, believe it or not, you might get like very little, and you might be getting landfall and get very little. This is the latest. This is a great shot on tropicaltidbits.com. It is a GOES 16 satellite imagery, but you can kind of see current satellite positioning of Nestor is right here. It actually kind of shifted a little bit to the west per the 8 o'clock advisory. You can see the spinach right here, just below the tip of the Panhandle. Almost no convection around the center. All this heavy stuff's being blown off to the east. And again, I went on a rant several times yesterday, and I'm not going to again, but tornado watch was posted at 1:50 in the morning. And if you were on with us last night, we were tracking our first tornado cell out in the Gulf that ultimately ended up in Pinellas under Pinellas County tornado warning. Then we also had one in Lakeland that ultimately became pretty strong looking. Haven't seen the initial assessments yet, but some pretty big structure damage and trees blown down. As daylight breaks here in Florida, we might have got an EF1 or even possibly two out of the tornado in the Lakeland area that went north. So we also had one down in Cape Coral this morning, and we are officially still under a watch. Here's the deal. This is what we got right now. This is tornado watch until noontime. Now here's the deal. We got heavy convection going on out in the Gulf still, south central parts of Florida, and we also have this secondary little tail. Now that we have daytime heating, a little instability. I'm seeing sun popping here in Oldsmar. So anytime you start to get sunshine popping in between these storm clouds, you always have a chance for a little more spin up in strong storms. So again, the timing of this thing by noontime today, the heaviest stuff should hopefully be waning down and pulling northward. Here's another current look. So all this stuff out here, we're going to watch some future maps. Still showing significant chance for supercell development, and you can see some pretty hefty convection firing. So all this stuff is pushing more to the east than the north. It's not truly going northeast right now. It's actually getting kind of pushed like a tail. It's kind of, the bottom end is kind of moving quicker than the pole to the north. So all this stuff is pretty much going to push more into south central Florida throughout the morning hours, and I could definitely see I-4 South getting some pretty hefty storms here if this stuff holds together. Now these little cells out here are starting to pop. This little guy right here, interesting. We could possibly get another round here in the Pinellas County area if this little guy continues to fire. That's a skinny little shot. Well, that's weird looking. Can't even see Florida. There's Tampa. But anyway, here's a little guy right here. This is the guy we're watching. This is Tampa Bay. So I'm watching this one. If you live up my neck of the woods, this little guy, this would probably swing up again But the heavy stuff, again, way down south. This stuff's going to cross up maybe Naples northward and give you guys a chance for later afternoon storms. So let's do some future maps. If you're tuning in, I'm just going to talk and go into let's look at the latest simulated radar here for the southeast region. Not southwest, southeast. And here we go. All right, so this is the latest 14 hours we can look. Here you go. This is hour by hour as we go forward in time. Secondary line developing here around 11 a.m. This is 11 a.m. Very little in the panhandle. Lots of rain being pushed to the north. And as our system spins up northward, here's that secondary line on the HRR showing Naples area. This is later today. This is noon, 1, 2, 3. So as most of the peninsula gets dried up later in the afternoon, this secondary blob we're watching could surprise attack down in the south. So we're going to be watching that. That is the HRR model. Only goes out like 15, 16 hours or 18 hours actually. This one's only ran 14 hours. But now overnight, the rains continue for Georgia, South Carolina. This is overnight. Right now, this is probably midnight hour-ish, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. You guys definitely chance for stronger storms into the early morning hours into tomorrow for the North Carolina area. So as this system exits off into the Atlantic, then North Carolina Outer Banks area tomorrow morning into the afternoon up into Virginia, definitely have a chance for some stormy weather. And here's the SPC outlook showing you that. This is tomorrow, basically tomorrow morning. And there you go. Kind of isolated to Carolina. So that's tomorrow. And there you go. So it's not over yet. We had a lot of rain here. I think, what do we have today? We've had 5 inches already. 2 inches since midnight, so we've had about almost 4.5 inches of rain here at Oldsmar. So, all right, so this is tomorrow to look forward to in the morning hours. This is Saturday night, Sunday morning. Our system's going to push off weak system. Here's the official latest track of Nestor. Let's show you that. Here you go. This is, basically embedded into that front now. It's going to lose tropical characteristics pretty much. It's just going to be nothing as far as an organized system goes. It'll feel like a stormy storm. And if you do our regular morning lives, we do 9:19 a.m. Those are sponsored by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Way too early to be drinking ABC Fine Wine and Spirits today. Way too early. But it's not too early to drink my bang, 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 bang. Because our K-Cup machine, if you've been following us, we're doing some kitchen work and we don't have any power. So I have no coffee. This is very hard. So I'm banging it. What's up, Dale Klingberg? So we're banging it. No banging. No banging in the mornings. All right, so let's see. Let's see. So rain maps. Still, guys, if you're just tuning in, we're under tornado watch. This is official right here. Tornado watch until noon for this peninsula. We're watching potential bandings. We got a big blob out there still working its way South Florida, and we got a little blob here forming off of west central Florida. Storm surge still undergoing up in the north. Actually, if you look at the latest surface seas charts, we have, I think it was 18. Yeah, so we have 18-foot waves right now being reported by NOAA. So that's our surge. 9 foot, 10 foot, 12 foot. All this. Here's Tampa Bay right there in the middle. So big waves being pushed by this thing. 18-foot waves out there in the Gulf, getting close to the coast. That's why we have surge warnings up. All this water being pushed north east, probably east northeast more than anything. All this is getting pushed. So surge warnings are in place. Clearwater Beach northward, and they'll be going on for the next 6 hours or so, probably. As this thing races off, here's a good map showing you kind of where the current wave heights are. Makes sense. So again, you know, we talked a lot about this. We really did. I mean, I feel like did good on this system. I mean, I always critique myself, but hopefully the news got out enough that we knew this eastern side threat was there. Unfortunately, there were a few tornadoes. There was some damage down in South Pinellas County last night, and unfortunately, Polk County, Lakeland, around that neck of the woods. And then Cape Coral had a tornado warning. We're still under a watch. There's definitely a lot of instability off the East Coast. Luckily, that stuff's going out to sea. And then, like I said, we're watching this last little band setting up. This is a pretty big band south. Probably dipped a little farther south than expected. So pay attention. You know, we're getting some cells here, definitely off of the coast of Naples. I would not be willing to be surprised if we get some more strong storms down in that neck of the woods. So if you're down in the south, be careful. Let's watch. Let's look at some supercell composite stuff. This is what we're watching. These are strong supercell chances. You can see, you know, South Florida still few popping in off of the coast. This is a tornado parameter map. This kind of gives you the best chances of possible tornadoes, and pretty much the whole area is equally showing a chance. So that's why we have a tornado watch up pretty much for the whole peninsula right now. Probably to me more of I-4 south chances going into the morning. But we're going to watch this other system developing off of the Pinellas coast here. We're going to see if it pops any energy, because now that we have daytime heating, we'll see. So there's that. SPC did indeed go to yellow. We talked a lot about this yesterday. There's our slight chances map. That was something we talked about. Hopefully word got out. I-4, I don't know if you saw that, but there's a truck last night, a mail truck, that flipped onto a car. Let's see if I can find it. Of course, it doesn't come up. Let's see if I can find it real quick. There's a U.S. mail truck that crossed. Luckily, there's no injuries, so that's good. Let me see. Mail truck. I-4 mail. I might get some. When I type up mail, I might get. Who knows what I'm going to get? Mail truck. Come on. I should have had it up. Of course, it didn't come up. Maybe did I retweet it? Maybe I retweet. All right, let me go. So this is a very unstructured morning live. Oh, there it is. Ooh. All right, so here you go. So this was overnight on Interstate 4. Kind of big news. I mean, now if you live in the Midwest, you know, you guys laugh at our tornadoes because they're nothing like what you guys get. But it is big news down in Florida. I mean, especially going back to my rant. You know, this is not the first time I ranted about this. I hate it when we know there's a chance for tornadoes and they wait until the last second to make a tornado watch. And there's been many times over the years we've called a tornado out before a tornado watch. And unfortunately, people have died because of that. Now, would it have mattered? Who knows? But in this case, because of protocol, I don't think that U.S. mail trucks would be allowed on the road if there was a tornado watch. I don't know. Truckers might tune in. But if there was a tornado watch, at least in Interstate 4, maybe different precautions will be taken for this type of thing. So, you know, big news. What's my buddy? My buddy just texted me here. What's he giving me a hard time about? When people give me smack, I gotta give them smack back. I did. So he's mad at me. Dusty Kip, my buddy. He's in Disney World. He said, I thought you mentioned it would be nice and breezy this afternoon. I'm going to write, dude, it's 8 a.m. Chill. If you're watching, Dusty, I told you to be gone. And as a matter of fact, I still think that we're going to go to Halloween Horror Nights tonight. Because I think it'll be gone. There's another shot. That's scary. Think about it. You guys are driving down Interstate 4 and a truck blows right on top of you. Luckily, I heard there was no injuries. I don't want to repeat anything, but apparently there was no injuries. It says both escaped, no injuries. So, and that was a family visiting from Illinois. So that was one of the many stories showing up. Lots of surges. Our buddy Brandon Clement here, weather chasing. He filming the surge up in the Panhandle. Waves crashing up over the water. So they're definitely getting their surge that was expected. And lots of damage. A lot of our there's a school in Lakeland here, Kathleen Middle School, had the roof blown off in Lakeland overnight. A lot of our fans actually go there. One thing about our page with almost 900,000 people now, you guys end up making your own weather page, which is great. You guys discuss. Ooh, there's a shot. That one just came up. Look at this. This is Rick Kirby, WTSP Tampa photographer. Melissa Corta actually appears what might have been the tornado. Look at that. Now on radar, look at that. So that's on Twitter. That one just got posted. This is on I-4. There was strong signature with the tornado last night, and I did post that before I crashed around 11:30 midnight. So there you go. That's possible. This was shared by Tampa photographer Melissa Corta. 10 News. So we'll be doing that. Seeing some damages pop up. So the rest of the day, here's storm surge, Apalachicola. And of course, this one I've seen a bunch. This was Polk County. We had a RV fly into a house. Never a good thing to wake up to. That was probably a little scary for them. And I have an RV, so that sucks big time. And your boat, oh my God. Not only does your RV get taken out, but it crashes into your boat. So that's like a double whammy. And this is in Lakeland also. So anyway, all this stuff, all these reports will be coming in. All right, so back to the weather. What's going on? Let's see. So we're watching the progression of Nestor. Almost no convection near center right now. This is your radar out of Panhandle, and very little action up that way. Most of the heaviest convection well to the east. You guys up there probably won't even feel much except for the surge, maybe some winds. The heavy stuff again off to the east. And if you look at the latest, let's take a look again at the latest convection here and see how the storm's blowing. Again, the storm's blowing more east than north. So if you're watching this blob here, it's basically going more east than north. And I'd be safe to say the Keys are going to get a little something out of this. So this is the only part of the forecast that didn't verify. It did not look like we would get this much energy popping this far south. But we did talk a lot about the tail of this, and the tail is this little guy right here. We got a secondary tail right here starting to pop, and that'll be it. So, I mean, this thing will start losing its punch throughout the afternoon, and then make its way up to the Carolinas. So again, just because tornado watch, it doesn't extend that far south. I still would be watching this next band coming in. So don't let your guard down. South Naples area. Should be a little farther south, I think, honestly, but we'll see. They know what they're doing. All right, so there's that. Let's take a look at some future radar because we got a lot of folks in Carolinas curious. Let's look at the latest Euro and take a look at the southeast. Get an idea of timing. Rains will be invading the Carolinas tonight. Here is the deal. We got future radar just to give you an idea of the timing. Here is this morning, which is verifying right now. We go into tomorrow morning. So here's tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. We're right here. So there's 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. The heaviest concentration, low pressure, just off the coast of Carolina or on the coast of Carolina. And this is why the SPC has increased stormy weather as these squalls come down and get some energy over that Gulf Stream warm water. We'll have squall lines for the Outer Banks tomorrow morning. So, midnight on, South Carolina, definitely overnight hours. Georgia will start getting it this afternoon. So there's that. And then, of course, it goes up into Virginia also. So let's go a little higher up to Virginia and see what they're going to get. Definitely rains tomorrow. Not along. There's Sunday noontime, and then guess what? By afternoon, it's gone. So coastal Virginia, a little bit of Delaware, Maryland there, maybe. But it's going to be long gone. So there's that. Let's take a look at the big picture, and you'll see a little better idea of what we're looking at. Just with the rains, we'll look at that one. All right, so here we go. So there's our front, and this timestamp is overnight Sunday. So pretty much this is Sunday noontime. So, makes sense. Rains today for Florida and Southeast until noonish, 1-2 o'clock. It starts to get little popcorn storms coming across. These little guys are going to follow along. They're going to be like little groupies. Little groupies are going to be following Nestor, and we'll get these little popcorn storms. They'll be fast-moving, quick tropical showers. Overnight hours, Georgia gets hit the most with rains throughout today and tonight. Tonight, South Carolina, inching into North Carolina, and then tomorrow morning, North Carolina going into Virginia, and then tomorrow afternoon, a little bit left over in North Carolina, Virginia, and then by tomorrow evening, it's long gone. So you get the idea. Fast moving, boom, 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 boom. Here's our next front coming down. Front. Really nothing yet to talk about tropical wise. So maybe Nestor was it. Nestor the donkey, if you didn't hear. The Christmas donkey. We had a little fun with that. Here's the one I used. This is our official member of Drunk Donkey Nation. There he is. It's actually a she in the movie. What's up, Carl? So there's the newest member of our little chat. This Drunk Donkey Nation, our mascot. Actually, when we do our Drunk Donkey Live TV shows, I need to buy a Nestor donkey. That'll be the official mascot of Drunk Donkey Nation, because Drunk Donkey Nation was formed during Nestor. The born on date for Drunk Donkey Nation Live was Nestor. Let's go to Amazon real quick. Let's see if they got any Nestor stuff. Nestor. Something like a redneck. Nestor Christmas donkey. All right. Nestor. Let's see if we got. Okay, we got movies. Yes. Let's see if anybody's selling a stuffed animal or something. Let's see. Stuffed animal. Stuffed animal. Nestor, the Christmas donkey. Ah, nope, maybe. Ah, got a donkey. I'll find him. Hey, there, that's $120. Hey, this is only 36. So SD has. Hey, look at that. Somebody on SD's making one. We should just buy it anyways to support her. Let's see who it is. This one's only 36. Somebody actually made that crochet. Yeah, we got our pick. Oh, there's another one. 120. Ugh. 120. That's the standard price. Pretty cute though. Let's see who makes it. Maybe if it's a feel-good story, we'll do it. Kind of cute. Here's our official mascot. I just had to remember bring him home. Let's see about the crochet one. Whoops. All right. Where's that? Where's it at? There's a crochet one that looked interesting too. Let's see. There it is. All right. Let's see. This one's only 36. Let's hear the story on this one. Crocheted in gray acrylic yarn, tan ears. Huh. Kind of cute. No, I have power, Robin. What's up? Yeah, we didn't really get much. We had a couple squalls come through, but nothing big. Very isolated tornadoes. Let's see what they're talking about on. Oh, they already got 4 reports of tornadoes. So here's your official morning report of SPC storm damages. This gets updated, but there's 4 official reports already of tornadoes last night. All without a tornado watch. I don't know. It's not my first time bitching about it, so I have a right to bitch. Because we knew this was going to happen. We knew it. We talked about it. Hopefully nobody was caught off guard. I still think I-4 would have been a little different story. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Yeah, April, I will. I'm going to do a little more homework. Yeah, hey, listen, I believe in spreading around. All right, let's see what else is being chit-chatted about. All right, so if you're just tuning in, I just want to do a quick live update. Let everybody know that everything is slowly winding down. We still have the threat, though, of squalls out on the water. Jimmy Buffett said it best. Squalls out on the water. Tornado watch till noon. I'm thinking we might get this extended a little farther south. I don't know. But we still have some pretty hefty storms brewing down there in the south here. So here we go. Let's do an update. See what it looks like. This thing updates every few minutes. Maybe losing a little pop. You know, we got a lot of dry air to the north, a lot of cool air. Eventually these things lose their punch. They run out of energy, and some of the south is untapped energy, though. And, you know, it looks like we do have one secondary line trying to form right off the coast here. No lightning with it. Have to watch it. Big pop down south here. Kind of weaning off a little bit, but it's big. So don't be surprised in the south if you don't get some rain inching your way soon. This is current radar, and you can see all this kind of the tail whipping around, getting close to Key West. So I have a feeling this tail is going to stay together and potentially impact a lot of the south. But again, timing. Listen, timing. This thing is going to be gone. For Florida at least. Let's take a look at the latest H4 or HRR updates every hour. Love to watch it. Got a great. Hey, Tallahassee. No, just listen. If you now, a lot of people live and die by the NHC map, and that's fine. But this proves there's a lot more to the story than just the cone. And the cone, sloppy system appears to be going close to Tallahassee, but looking at the convection right here, we have very little convection to the west of this line here. And this line is a dry line with the water vapor loop, but so you might get isolated showers up that way, but it might end up being nothing to worry about. Never really was. We always been talking about this big blob on the east side impacting the peninsula. And if you look at like the water vapor loop here, this is a great shot. This shows you how in the world we can have anything even being discussed right now. This is dry air in the atmosphere, your middle atmosphere water vapor imagery. Extremely dry air here in the Gulf, indicating cool dry air. But look, this is where the storm's at, and there's absolutely no moisture at all. And all this moisture is being pushed. Sound like bush. Anybody like bush? Bush. There's a new bingo word. Pushed. Our front is pushing our energy across Florida. So, all right, let's look back at timing. A lot of plans today. I've been telling everybody middle afternoon on. It should not be a big downer unless we get any secondary bands form. We just okay. Here we go. All right, so we got this is 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11. So there's our secondary line we're watching. That's our one out of Gulf now. So by noontime, it seems like we've always had a noontime rain band here. We'll see if that sets up or not. Afternoon, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. So there's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock right there. So 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, very isolated popcorn storms. Fast moving. This is by tonight. This is 6 p.m. tonight. A few scragglers. But here's that other band down here. This one is kind of new. This one just popped up. So South Florida, unfortunately, you might get a little bit more than anybody was expecting down that way because that little guy's hanging around tonight, 6 p.m. So here's 6 p.m. tonight. These are very isolated little pockets left. Here's your big rains, Georgia, South Carolina, and inching into North Carolina. This is overnight. This is 6 p.m., 8 p.m. right here. So the heavy stuff again by noontime starts to weaken up, and our system pulls up to the north, takes all this energy with it, and eventually all that dry air pushes in. And we should have some cool, let's see what the weather's going to be tonight. It could be cool as our dry air invades the south. Let's take a look at the southeast. Southeast, and we'll take a look at contours again. If you know me, I got a 50-50 chance, and I always get it wrong. So here you go. This is tomorrow. This is today. Highs at 80, and then tomorrow morning, low 70s. So nothing too cool. It'll be drier. But our next big cold front is technically coming, guys and girls. Maybe Halloween. Still looking at the coolest temps of the season, possibly. And there it is, Halloween. So there you go. We got still on tap for Halloween morning. Possible sub-freezing temperatures dipping into Georgia, 50s into Florida. So that's a possibility. Halloween. So it could be a cool Halloween. All right, what else is going on? What are the rain totals? Hey, Linda, rain totals. Let's see if they've been updated. They don't update really quick. Here are your rain total. Yeah, see, they don't update them very quick. It takes them 24 hours sometimes to update that map. Yeah, I don't know. I had to get a good live update updated no map on the rainfall accumulation. What else is going? Hey Cindy. Yep, cool fronts are coming. Tropics are slowly dying. Here's coastal flooding going on. This is on Weather Nation. Look at that. Somebody's van's underwater. Oof, that ain't good. This is up East Point, Florida. Look at that. Storm surge. So again, there's been two stories of this storm. Landfall with storm surge and the East Coast blob. We've been talking about it all day. So this is a pretty significant storm surge rolling in. This is I just showed the high seas chart here showing. Look at this. 18-foot storm height waves right now, and this is just south of the Panhandle, and 18 foot will push a lot of water. And let's see where East Point, Florida is. I don't even know. East Point, Florida is right here, just east of Apalachicola. So you go. There's East Point. This is where we just showed right here. That was Weather Nation's video. East Point is basically right here, Apalachicola, east of Mexico Beach. So storm surge happening right now. I'm sure it's happening all along the Big Bend area. That's just one video. What else is cooking? Hey, what's up, Rich? Yeah, winter weather. Yeah, they're gonna get some snow. Kiddos. There's your dry weather map. There's your radar map. Let's see what else is cooking. Let's go to Twitter. It's been everybody waking up, and we'll start to see more and more posts on NASCAR. Oh, this is the Seminole. This is that tornado we first. This is Kim Loeffler. She tweeted it to Bay News 9, showing some of the damage. This is in Seminole, Pinellas County. This was last night's tornado, the first one we went live with. The National Weather Service already confirmed it to be an EF0, but still tore some crap up. Feel bad for those folks. Birds are awake, Don. Yeah, you hear them right. They know what time it is. It's 24 minutes before normal 9:19. Let's see what else we got. Coastal flooding, we just showed that. That was East Point, Florida on Weather Nation. Let's see what else we can show here. Jacksonville. Main impacts for Jacksonville. Potential tornadoes. They're reporting rainfall 1 to 4 inches. Jacksonville. Strong winds, gale warning in place for our coastal waters. That's Jacksonville. Here's Tornado Watch still being posted. Now it expires at noon. We'll see if they have any updated updates. Here's Mansetto Key. Angry seas. Definitely if you're living on the Gulf, you're seeing it. Big waves rolling in. Tree blew down here. Palm tree didn't make it. Sarasota palm tree went limp. It's never good to never mind. Let's see. Let's check out power outages. All right, power outages. Let's say that again. Power outages. They're out of power. It's trying. Ooh, I'm out of power. Did I lose internet? Oh, I lost internet. How did I lose internet? No, I didn't lose internet. Did I lose internet? Nope. I see me. Maybe. Oh, I'm looking at a white screen because I'm looking at a white screen. That's why it's white. Why isn't the power outage map working? That sucks. So how ironic is that? The power outage map is out of power. Okay, let's try a different one. Power outage map. Outage US. Let's see what comes up. Power outage US. Not working. There's another one. Oh, there we go. Now it came back up. Okay. So Florida has 13,000 people without power. Not the end of the world. Actually, that nor'easter a couple days ago, 650 plus thousand people were out of power. That was serious. This isn't too bad. Obviously, Polk County, that's where we had our one tornado. And then we're starting to get some isolated spots up here where it's making landfall. So that makes sense, but nothing too extreme to worry about. That's good news. So we're still under tornado watch. I don't know if we're going to, I don't know if there's enough instability right now to worry about anything. There's Central Florida damages now being shown. So, we're getting, pictures are rolling in. Another tropical wave. This is all tied in. This is all that Invest 95 area down by the Lesser Antilles. I don't think we got a circle out of it though. Just a blob of clouds. Yep, no circle. Let's take a look at it though, just for fun. Been watching that wave come across. It's not. Well, here's another one. Look at that. That's pretty juicy. Here's that wave. Last week we were watching. Just blob of showers right now, south of Puerto Rico. Nothing to worry about on the NHC radar. Hey Don, yeah, we need the Keurig. And if you didn't, hey, listen, you supporters are great. I love you. We talk. Got a little private chat room. Got almost everybody in there chatting away. But did our debut of Drunk Donkey Nation live. I'm very excited about that. Very excited. Maybe it's because I'm crazy. But we're going to be doing it a couple times a month. And it's me and my buddy Phil. And that's what we're going to do. It's going to be great. So you guys that support, a little something extra. And we're going to have a bigger TV, and we're going to take questions. It's going to be your show. We're going to talk, do interviews. I had a really good interview with a baseball player friend of mine, talking about weather and baseball. He plays Pirates. Yeah, they got lucky. And do some interviews. So it's pretty good. I got a little preview there. We're going to have fun. So somebody was just asking about that. There you go. So it is on there. All right. EF levels, Rich, it's all based on damage reports. So they have to basically, well, they look at a combination of, satellites, imagery data, but ultimately it comes down to damage. And there's certain damage levels that they have to see in order to classify. That's why sometimes you'll get an EF2 bump to an EF3 when they find more structure damage like cement walls down or bricks. So basically it just comes down to damage. And there has to be rotation on satellite. Hey, Cindy, we're trying. Hopefully. The Late Show. It'll be fun. Trust me. It'll be very variety. Now, last year, if you remember, I was in a tornado. I know it was a tornado because we had that same cell bounce all the way through Pinellas into Hillsborough. And now it's gone. Where the hell did it go? My video. They're not coming up. That's weird. I gotta change my links. That's silly. So Facebook changed all my links. Bummer. So I have all these links down here that are useless. So there you go. What else is cooking on, guys? All right. So hey, Mirtha, that sounds like a plan. Betty, no. Hey, listen. Usually the weekends, I don't know. I usually don't do them on the weekends. My bad. I wanted to go live early this morning because we had, weather to talk about. But, if you're just tuning in, got an odd little setup here with our Nestor. We have it nearing landfall right now, currently. Now they're calling it remnants of Nestor. What's up with that? Maybe they disclassified it already. But there you go. This is what we got. This is barely hanging on, low pressure, just south of the tip of peninsula here, Florida. Huge amounts of shear pushing all this energy into peninsula of Florida. So really not a lot to worry about in the very, very scheme of things as far as the track of Nestor. All this convection is being pushed to the peninsula. And there you go. Is it remnants now? His site says remnants. Maybe they already disclassified it. I don't know. I don't think they would have. I wonder why it says remnants. See, remnants of Nestor. That's on Levi's site. There you can see the low-level swirl. This is Levi's Tropical Tidbits site. Great imagery here also. Tropicaltidbits.com. There's low-level swirl actually being pushed by the shear too. Incredible amounts of wind shear. There you go. You can see the swirl right here. This is the center of Nestor with almost no convection around her. Him, he, she, it. And again, all the convection. So we'll keep an eye on that. If you look at the shear maps again, holy cow. From day one, we were talking about this shear. Crazy amount of shear. Almost impossible for a system to get too organized. It did peak around 60, 65 miles an hour. Almost became a cane. But almost isn't good enough. So there you go. All right, yep. Tornado in Cape Coral, yes. We had shear, Lisa. That's upper level winds. Upper level winds basically dictate any chance of organization. We have lower level winds can sometimes produce the appearance of a tropical system, but if there's strong upper level winds, the convection cannot stay on top of the lower level swirl, and thus you have a sheared, lopsided system like we're looking at now. So there you go. All right, we're going to watch this. I would agree, the remnants. Yeah, I kind of mentioned that last night, Kathy, that this might be a rare case where you have a tropical storm cross over your house and possibly not even notice it. Here's your radar. Still a little, lower level convergence here, getting some storms going into the coastal areas. So, even though we're not showing much convection or satellite convection, there is some rain up in the upper panhandle. But the main stuff's down south. So let's see what's out. Power gods, good there. Got power back on, great. Rain all day, Anthony. No, rain all day. Right, this rain is going to start pushing off, and by noontime we're going to start seeing more pockets of sunshine. And by 2, 3, 4 o'clock tonight, most of the peninsula will be drying out, except for extreme south. We still could have some of these bands rolling in to Key West even. And these kind of popped up unexpectedly. So there's our big tail, secondary tail we're watching. Noontime, we could have this secondary tail try to form one last shot of severe weather around noontime for Pinellas County. Georgia now, Kathy, a little different. Yes, Kathy, we could have more rains for Georgia today. As now, this is just kind of a sloppy rainmaker. There's your Georgia rains already up to Atlanta, Athens. Alabama's still getting rain. They got a lot of rain this week. Hey Don, me? I'm in my little office. I'm in Oldsmar. So yeah, rainy Georgia day, rainy day in Georgia pretty much through the night. South Carolina pretty much through the night. North Carolina starts getting it later today, through the night, and tomorrow. And again, your SPC chances for storms tomorrow do include coastal Carolina to watch out for. These are these storms coming in off of the Atlantic. This is tomorrow, basically tomorrow morning through early afternoon. Hey, thanks, Sandy. Oh, hey, Don. Well, now I feel like you don't care. Barbie, you got a wedding at 1:30. Oh my goodness. Well, you can expect a lot of champagne. Man, Sarasota 1:30. It's gonna be hit or miss. It's gonna be hit or miss for you down there. As far as rains go, I hate to say it. I watch this rapid refresh model every hour. It updates, and it's a great model because it takes into account current conditions. It updates every hour. I have a link on my site that goes Tropical Tidbits right here. HRRR. That's rapid refresh. Means it updates frequently. And we'll see what kind of timing they got for their wedding down in Sarasota. So let's see. Here's your secondary squall line, 11 a.m. inching in on Pinellas County around noon. And 1 o'clock. See, there's another. It's going to be hit or miss. That same cell that's coming to us at 12 right here could be inching into you guys in Sarasota around 1, and then you might have a little break. These little storms are going to be little popcorn storms. We get these as a system pulls off to the north. We get these little popcorn showers pull up behind. And this is 6, 7 o'clock tonight. So, again, I'm going to Busch Gardens. Don't tell anybody because I want nobody there. But I promised the girls Halloween Horror Nights. In fact, I did right here. Look at this. I kept it. Look at that. That's where we're going. We're going to get the scared bejesus out of me. We're going to be... There's Sarah looking at me. Hi. She's not going. I hope she didn't hear me. Shh. Don't tell. Jay, you got a wedding too. A lot of weddings. Holy cow. Georgia, Valdosta. Man, you're going to be close to 6 p.m. will be a little bit better, hopefully. Let's see for Georgia. Valdosta, you can always eat some onions and cry. That's Valdelia, not Valdosta. All right, here's your, let's see, 6 p.m. Rain's starting to pull north, so this is 6 p.m. So we're still going to have a chance of rain, unfortunately, in Georgia, 6 o'clock tonight. Hey, Monticello, I know where that's at, Elizabeth, because we, hey, thank you, we drove through there. Because we went storm chasing. with snow. Let me see if I can find it. We drove through Monticello. And let's see if this pops up. Man, Facebook search is not doing very good. All right, here we go. Snow. This was a couple.
Like Mike Moylan of Oldsmar, who took his wife and daughters to North Florida to just capture the magic on camera. He says he enjoys tracking weather events and used a little weather science to plan the trip.
So I put all the models on a piece of paper and basically just picked out a spot that every single model was hitting snow, and that's where we went. Monticello, which is northeast of Tallahassee.
And they found a playground where they could just hang out, enjoy the snow. Mike's wife, Julie, is from Minnesota, so for her, well, okay. But seeing snow here in Florida, well, that was a first for the entire family.
And she's probably seen quite her fair share from there.
So you guys took our little trip to find Florida snow. That was fun. That was a little bit ago. Here's your. This is tomorrow too. We got more storms. This is like a springtime pattern here. Storms in the central U.S. developing. Another front. All right. So what else is cooking? I keep wondering here what kind of action we got. Oh well, here's your drought. There's a good drought map. This is a current drought map. So guess what? Good news for Georgia. Hey Mirtha, I keep talking for you. Yeah, I guess I gotta put a like an open sign, like when we're open, because usually on the weekends it's pretty sporadic. I hate that. I wish most of the time we're playing softball. We're supposed to be playing softball today. Hey Gail, let's keep our fingers crossed. Where you at, Gail? We'll take a look. So yeah, there you go. There's our drought. So good news for that. You know, a lot of areas need the rain in Georgia. You know, Mother Nature has a way of just evening things out. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Here's your morning satellite. That's your look at Nestor and his blob. Oof, Lucy. Gonna be hit or miss, Lucy. Might pull out of there pretty quick. The good news is it's moving fast. So, you know, I think these mesoscale models might be a little wrong on some of this lower Georgia rain, because it seems like the system's pushing a little bit more east, which might open the door for less chance of rain in South Georgia later tonight, hopefully. What's up, Drunk Donkey? Oh, hey, Gail, I know where that's at. That's right down the road. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be a little rainy. I hope they don't cancel it. But I'm telling you, by noontime, 1 o'clock, we're going to start seeing sunshine popping through here in the peninsula. South Florida could be the ones that get a little bit more than anybody expected because of this secondary blob starting to form down that way. We'll see if it has enough energy to keep going. Oh, Gail, okay, another one. But we have one here too, off of Tampa Bay Downs. Oh my God, let's see. Dances tonight, Julie, Port Orange. I think. Oh, well, no, you'll get sunshine. There'll be periods. So here's the deal. Again, I really think by noontime, we're going to start seeing sunshine popping through. We're still going to have storms coming through at a fast rate, but there'll at least be sunshine and won't be a torrential downpours. And by every hour that goes on, these storms are going to go farther and farther east, farther north. South Florida later today could still get some of this energy, but everybody north by 6 o'clock, I think, will be out of the woods. We still might have a stray couple little popcorn storms that follow along. But they're quick moving, kind of fun. I like it. Hey, it's cool, man. If you're doing outdoor photos in Florida, it would be awesome to have sunshine with a tropical rain band behind you blowing sideways. As long as the skirts don't get blown up. We don't want those on the internet, because all little boys would be going crazy. Let's see. Christina, yeah, my pool's maxed out. Luckily, where we live, our pool kind of drains itself to the back side of the house, so I don't ever stress. Hey, Charleston, you just got rains rolling in later today and through the night. Maybe a little bit in the morning. Nothing severe. Nothing to worry about. At this point, every hour that goes by, the storm is losing a little more punch. And except for this little setup down here, and of course we're watching. Personally, I wanted to go storm chasing today with my buddy Phil. I don't know if we're going to have a chance. There's a little guy there, but doesn't really look like much. This is the one setting up for 10, 11, well, noontime probably, 11-ish. Hey, Charlene. Yeah, it'll clear up for homecoming tonight. I do believe, yes. If you look at this dry air, the dry air is very close to West Florida, and this pushing. Oh, Dee Dee, I don't know about that. You're kind of in the middle of this thing up there in Georgia. It's going to be a little closer to rains for you, I'm afraid. Yes. Now, if I was a kid in high school, that'd be all right. But now that you're older, you can't. I do believe it, Derek. Yes. Yep. These things just eventually lose punch, and the cooling of the atmosphere definitely has helped kill the supercell chance. Now, again, these little blow-up storms down here still showing the potential. We still have daytime heating rolling in. I think the mesoscale models did a fair job on the supercell assessment that we saw last night and overnight. That's played out. But as far as, reds and yellows like we saw last night when we were showing this model, we're seeing less and less. So, I'm not saying the chance isn't there, except, again, these supercells coming in off of South Florida might pose the biggest threat. And here's your, noontime possibly. But, here... off the East Coast, there's already been a lot of reports of water spouts and vorticity, but that's off the East Coast moving away, which is good. Cape surface is good, showing the amount of energy in the atmosphere. There you go. You can kind of see it coming in. There's, nothing. Once our systems get over land, it seems like they're losing a little punch. So we'll see if the NHC drops the tornado watch at noon, or extends it a little south. Supercell. See, there you go. There's your. There's another map, Supercell composite. It's showing mid-afternoon. There's our big blob coming in. So again, I-4 south. That'd be your best shot in my opinion for severe weather. Other than that, a coastal water spout coming ashore possibly. All right, so there you go. What else is looking? Hey, Ryan, UCF? No, I think I still sticking to the fact, mid-afternoon we're going to see more sunshine than rain for most of Florida and the southeast. Georgia, it's going to be borderline South Georgia if this thing is out of there for Saturday night tonight. But as far as the heart of where the system has been affecting, other than some scraggling rain in South Florida, we should be seeing sunshine. Sunshine, here is a visible satellite loop. Let's see, you'll see sunshine rolling in. There you go. There's your morning sunshine saying hello to Nestor. There's a look at Nestor. Let's get a higher resolution. of Nestor. We get a really big one down here. This is the GOES 16. Let's go 4,000 by 4,000 resolution. Look at that. Holy cow. So there you go. There's Nestor. There's the skinny little eye. It's a dry eye. It needs a little Vaseline or Visine. Don't put Vaseline in your eye. Visine in your eye. Hey Tracy, yeah, I was showing Georgia. I'll show a little more Georgia. Definitely Georgia. Got a fast train on a Georgia. Billy Shaver, country fans. But there's your eye, dry eye. And then your main convection here. And there's your thundering cloud tops this morning. This is a live look. This is what's left. These are the next developing thunderheads pulling their way up into possibly Pinellas County by 11 noon time. And that might be it for the big stuff. We'll start seeing sunshine after that. Here's your big stuff here, Sarasota down to Fort Myers. And then, of course, the biggest ones of all, way down here, supercell forming down here off of Cuba. You can see the morning sunshine from the clouds, actually. This is cloud top. That's how crazy, this is how high resolution. Hey, Teresa, yeah. Hey, 919, you can send gifts. But this is crazy. When you look at the morning sunshine on these GOES satellite, you can actually see sunshine. And this is the best time in the morning to see the shadows from the high cloud tops, and we're seeing them right here. So there's Key West, and there you go. So nothing explosive like we were seeing yesterday as we tracked in our eastern blob. There's the eye again, almost no convection around it, all low-level clouds. No juice, no energy, just a low-level swirl of clouds. Naked. Nestor's naked. Nestor, the donkey, is naked. Sherry, not sure why your head's hurting. Probably lower pressure. Thank you, Janice. Or you had too many to drink last night. And and again, on Twitter, I just showed this. If you go to Weather Nation, I think our buddy Brandon, the one I got in trouble with, uploading this video. Now we're buddies, so that's how life works, man. I kissed and made up because I did a no during Dorian, but he's cool and understood it. Now he shares our stuff, so we love him. He's an ally of Mike's Weather page. I think he filmed this because I know he's up there. But anyway, this is current surge. It's 30 minutes ago. If you're just tuning in, this is surge up in the Panhandle. This is East Point, Florida, which is east of Mexico City Beach. There's definitely surge up that way. So even though we're not getting much rain, the overall size that Nestor was over the last day has pushed a lot of If you don't like that, let me know. I think it's funny. 18-foot waves here. I'm not going to say it. 18-foot waves. What's another word for that? Hey, Sherry, good for you. That's the only thing I do, so I'm good about that. Never smoked a cigarette. So, what is another word for that? All right, so now I got to find another word. Thesaurus. How do you spell thesaurus? I don't know. Best thing about Google, you just kind of like advanced, attacked, thrust, blow, charge. I like charge. Exerted, force. Let's see. What can I say? So, 18-foot winds are nudging, shoving. There's a good one. Shoving. Shoving our water up that way. So, hey, look at that. Weather Nation follows me. Wow. I'm one of the 2,116 that they follow. I feel special. But it's a great site, Weather Nation. Check them out. That's some good video right now. And our buddy Brandon, I do believe, reports to them. So Weather Chasing, Brandon Clement, always on scene, doing good stuff. This one just got posted. More damage coming in from Pinellas County. This one we already showed. This is on Bay News 9. Tornado damage here in Kathleen, which is near Lakeland, Florida. That's where we saw the middle school. Lots of damage here. This is Tim Ronka tweeted to Bay News 9, but lots of damage coming in Lakeland area from the overnight tornado. Somebody just posted their cactus is leaning. A lot of limpness this morning. If that's a word. Here's that supercell last night. National Weather Service reviewing the velocity map. And there's some more. Oof, this ain't good. This one 37 minutes ago. The Johns Pass Seafood Festival got hit hard last night. A lot of tents down. So it ain't like, it ain't, again, it's not a big, we're not talking like a Midwest tornado here, but hey, it wreaks a lot of hell to people. Whoa, what happened? We got black screen. There we go. This is Bay News 9, shared on Bay News 9. Just big inconvenience. But if you didn't know it was coming, it sucks. That's why it's good to put the word out. Now I can't escape out. There we go. Okay. Again, would a mail truck been on the road on I-4 if we were under tornado watch? Maybe not. Ooh, there's some big damage here. Cape Coral. This was this morning. As soon as we went live, we were talking about the Cape Coral. Look at that! Holy cow! So there's definite. This was the Cape Coral tornado not too long ago. That one just this morning. Just big damage, no doubt. And these are just coming in now. These are posted by Wink News, I believe, Channing Frampton. So that's just coming in. So when daylight, here we go. Here's more Cape Coral damage. New homes too. Look at that garage door. So these are new home construction down in Cape Coral. I mean you can tell that's newer home construction. Roof gone. So big damage. That'll be an EF 1 or 2 possibly. Stop sign down. That's a big one. These pictures are just coming in. There's another car too. It might be the same one, but that one just got posted this morning. Here is a new update. This one might include a new tornado watch for the Upper Panhandle. Still saying for a threat for tornado locally damaging wind this morning in the Upper Panhandle area, east of the eye. So not out of the woods yet for the Panhandle either. That is a fresh update from this SPC. And then last night we were tracking this. I looked back this morning on 10/16. We were talking about this eastern sided system. This was last night. Not to toot horns or nothing, but we picked up on this convection down here, or vorticity spinach, as it tracked northeast and ultimately ended up here in Pinellas Park, Seminole area. This little guy also picked up here. This was a tornado warning we were tracking. This is the one that ultimately was on the ground a long time, hour or so. This was last night that we posted, close to Fishhawk area. And then, of course, this morning, the tornado watch was posted at 1:50 in the morning. I don't get it. And for some reason, my phone didn't even go off. I don't know why. I have Storm Shield. I have Weather Underground or Weather Bug, and my wife's phone didn't go off either. Not that you should rely on your phones for anything. Not like I needed it. I knew this was coming, but when they issue a 1 o'clock in the morning tornado watch, and if you're a drunk donkey like I sometimes am, you're going to sleep through anything, right? So why post a watch when 90% of the world is sleeping and maybe 50% of the world is drunk donkey on Friday night? But okay, what else is cooking? So cloudy morning, yes, very lazy morning. Very lazy morning indeed. Let's go back to Weather Underground and see if there's any updates. Remnants of Nestor. They're calling it remnants. Maybe it officially died. It's not even real. It lost tropical characteristics. Technically, you need scientifically, you need thunderstorm activity around the center of circulation in order to be designated. And there's obviously no convection around the center, so they probably dropped it. I've seen it a couple places now, so. So there's anything else to talk about? Oh, somebody talk about Georgia. Let's talk about Georgia. Let's go back to timing again. As we, Nestor loses tropical characteristics. It's now, officially probably just a rain event, but here's your, this is Sunday morning, so this is, so this is like 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 o'clock. There's our couple squall lines again, noontime, 11, 12 o'clock this morning, setting up. There's 4 o'clock, South Georgia tonight. So again, southern part of Georgia, it's going to be hit or miss, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and then by 10 o'clock, Georgia starts to dry up, and overnight rains for South Carolina into North Carolina. So South Georgia, other than rain, we're not talking about heavy accumulation. So you're just gonna have to do your rain dance. Again, not heavy accumulation. That's a good thing. So it's gonna be hit or miss. Could be nothing. A stray fast passing shower. So there you go. All right. Yeah, I did hear that report too there, Melissa. So yeah, Cape Coral definitely coming in. Pictures are coming in down at Cape Coral now. About an hour or so ago, hour and a half. What time did I wake up? Probably 2 hours ago or so, we had a tornado warning down at Cape Coral, and damage is definitely coming in. Here's Ed Petrowski, big storm chaser, showing you tornado chances. Continuing, let's take a look at SPC. I think they updated their map. Let's see if that's updated. 1630. All right, so here's your fresh SPC map for the rest of today, showing you the places with the highest chances for severe storms. This is through today, through tonight. Obviously, this will be reduced in the afternoon. This is now until this afternoon. But overall, here's what we're looking at. Tornado chance 5%. Pretty. That's why we have a tornado watch up. And there you go. So that's that. And then tomorrow again, day 2 outlook, coastal Carolina. So current storm threat here, mainly along central parts of Florida, going up along the Atlantic coast. And that's because our system will produce storms and showers off of the warm Gulf Stream. All right. Clearwater, I think it'll start drying out, Tony, about 2 o'clock. So take a nap. Naps always sound good in the morning. See, as you get older, I'm officially old now, 46. You wake up at the same damn time every day. And I used to laugh at my mom and dad because they'd get up early. I'm like, man, you guys are weird. Well, now you get up at the same time. I got an internal clock at 6 a.m. So it doesn't matter if I go to bed at 1, 2, 3. Talladega, we went to bed at 3 o'clock. I woke up at 6 o'clock. I'm like, are you kidding me? And I can't go back to sleep. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait to take a nap. And then you go try to take a nap and you're wide ass awake. And it's like, come on. All you want to do when you wake up is take a nap. And then when you have time to take a nap, you can't fall asleep. You know what I'm talking about. What's up, Whitney? Yeah, lots of rain. Let's take a look at the rain map. Hey, this is turning into a big rain event. We got a tornado watch up. So nothing to laugh about. The SPC talking, or Storm Prediction Center talking about, see some of these supercells, this is the deal. So talked about daytime heating a lot the last few days. The SPC just mentioned Upper Panhandle, up in the Big Bend area. Basically, maybe Panama eastward, there's still a threat for severe storm and tornado. That is because these little cells out here that we see can get some energy and with the daytime heating and pop north. So the SPC just showed that. Let's take a look at that. See if I can find it. Actually, when I search SPC, it's NWS SPC. So there it is. All right, so there it is again. So those little popcorn storms forming out in the Gulf right now, ahead of basically the lower winds coming up from the south. There's your increased chance this morning still. So those little storms out in the Gulf, keep an eye on. They also updated our area here 49 minutes ago. Tornado or 2 remains possible this morning with a general decrease by afternoon. So there you go. That's the latest box. They really didn't go any farther south. Not sure if we'll have a new watch up or not, but they're just reiterating the fact that this is the area to watch up until early afternoon. So there's that. Let's see what else SPC is talking about. This is 4 hours ago. So they updated their little circle here, little circle there, circles everywhere. Okay, what else is going on? I'm up like a chicken. Gail, I don't think there'll be delays there. No, I think it's just going to be rainy, normal rains for Georgia. I don't think this is going to be a big event for Georgia. Maybe a little windy. Keith, that's a lot of rain, 7 inches. Yes. So the rain maps definitely were underestimated. But if you, yeah, that would suck, Whitney. But so our deal at Talladega now is great. We've learned like 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, we would stay up till 3, get up, try to do it all over again. Now we take naps so we can party. Is that the official sign you're getting old, is when you take a nap so you can party? I'm going to get drunk tonight, but let me take a nap first. Hey, Kimberly, what's up? Charleston? Well, here you go. There's, this is the current SPC storm map, and anybody along the coast can potentially get rotating band coming in off the water. We got to, no matter if Nestor dissolved or not, we still have this kind of flow up from the south, and these storms will basically be pounding all the way to Carolinas today. So that storm threat's there. Can't knock that at all. Anytime you're yellow or even dark green with SPC, you got to pay attention. We've seen tornadoes under dark green many a times. We did last night. Hey, Whitney, I don't think we had an official landfall yet. Actually, we might have seen the remnants here. What is the date today? 5/29. Let's see. 10/19. Hold on. 10/19. I'm trying to get the latest. Is today the 19th? Yeah, all right, so we got that. Then I'll open it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I got 3 windows up. Hey, Cindy. No, I actually slept. I slept from 11 to 5. I missed the... Well, no, I posted... Oh, what the hell's up with that? Now I got some DVD button that popped up. I think I did this once before. All right, so I need to open it with Notepad. Downloads. Why didn't I know? Okay, I'm going to open it with Notepad. There it is. All right. And then we have to view smaller font. More smaller font. Let's try a 10 font. There we go. Okay. And I got totally the wrong system. I went through all that. Pulled up 99. What was I thinking? We're looking at Atlantic here. What am I doing? It's right here. Duh. All right, so we'll try it again. All right, so there's that. Let's see. It's 16. All right, so now we're going to open up Notepad again. Pull it up. There we go. All right, so this is a look into the future. These are your NHC updates, and apparently it's not remnants no more. So I don't know where they're getting remnants. So it's still officially, still officially Nestor. 45 knots, 996 pressure. So it's still there. Yeah, there was frost somewhere. The wind map. Hey, Betty, let's take a look at the wind map. Good idea. On my page, we have a bunch of wind maps. This little guy right here with the blue, kind of like, this is windalert.com. Great site. We could look at some live sensors going on. So here's a current look at some of the winds. Sustained winds here, 33 Egmont channel. They've had gusts up to 50 plus. Betty, you're in Nokomis. You're down here. So yeah, you're definitely getting Venice 29 sustained winds from the south. So yeah, we're still getting winds. You're going to get wind gusts, and especially with these. The East Coast is getting sustained winds, so we've pretty windy. Highest winds up here in the Panhandle, not much. You can see the circular flow. This is direction. You can see where the basic low pressure is right here, and we're getting some sustained winds offshore 25. Nothing serious. Hey Whitney, yeah, I know we've had some big gusts, definitely in these thunderstorms, and we can take a look at this map. That's our cool lower level wind map. It's kind of giving you an idea where the direction flow is. There's your flow. This one's not totally, it's a satellite driven, clear circulation. So again, a lot of questions come from the fact that, like 700 millibars, a little farther north, even though it has winds, it doesn't have 500 millibar winds. It's basically lower level winds. But just because we have winds doesn't always necessarily mean that's where the exact center is, because there are different levels of the atmosphere. I'm not really sure where the NHC determines the. Sometimes they'll take a blend of the middle and lower level winds. That's why we might get an L a little bit more to the east than what this map shows. But this is a good map just showing you the flow. There's our flow. That's why we're getting these southerly winds down along the west coast. This helps create shear and instability. So anytime Florida usually gets tornadoes is when we get this southwest flow up from the Gulf. And we'll be watching for that. Here's a current look again at satellite. We're starting to lose some cloud tops, which is good news. Might be cooling off, so that I just think this thing is slowly dying, losing. Even our Pinellas spot lost a little punch. So again, I swear, I think by noontime things will start seeing pockets of sunshine, and most of Florida Peninsula will be getting dried out. Hey, Kathleen, I don't see any problem with that at all. Dollar Tree has readers for $1, Kathy. If you would have said $1.50, I'd wonder. Yeah, so for the Joan, good point. But hey, from the get-go, this didn't look like how this could become anything because of the shear. It did almost reach hurricane strength, though. It was officially over 60. I don't know if it ever officially hit 65, but there were definite winds. It's weird to classify a system when the heaviest winds are well east of center. Yeah, I know, Peggy. I got a lot. I think it's because it's too early in the morning. I usually don't start my chat until 8 or 9. It's funny you say that, because when I first started doing this a couple years ago, my wife Julie, not my other wife, that's why I made sure I told you her name. But when Julie made sure to tell me, and then I've done speeches, and I actually wrote post-it notes, because I would say that a lot, and maybe I need a new post-it note. What is word Is a word? Let's see. Is a word? I guess it is. It says it right here. Hey, it's on the internet. It's got to be true, right? Is a word. Hey, so. Let's all take a moment and pause and say Oh, there I go again. Now that was a real one. I'll just have hesitation. Awkward silence. When you talk to nobody, awkward silences are very weird. Think about that one for a minute. I guess I don't hear myself. All right. Well, anyways, here's the scoop. We're watching this current rains here, pushing across the state of Florida. One little band left to go. It looks like that'll be around the west coast, central west coast, 11 noontime. These bands down south, who knows if they stick together. There I go again. I'll tell you what, we'll put $1. I hope that's a bingo word. That should be a bonus word. And we'll watch. Tornado watch is still up, so it's nothing to be letting your guard down with. Currently, still up till noontime. There you go. the SPC did note that we have a chance for possible storms up here, Panama over to here. So watch these little popcorn storms coming in south of Big Bend area going northward. So watch this area here. These little guys out here could be a little stormy. Yeah, Whitney, we would all be. Let's see. Tiffany, South Carolina starts to get rainy later today. Coastal could be a little stormy. Now I'm so conscious of it. Let's see. Straight line winds. I don't know. Saturday night. So South Carolina, you know, it's going to start raining, unfortunately, soon. In afternoon and just all the way into the night. So South Carolina, you know, your best weather, unfortunately, might be right now until about 1, 2 o'clock. Might be a little break early afternoon. Big stuff comes in overnight into the Carolinas, and we could have some storms coming into you guys overnight tonight. So I would look, you know, I would look for that. You know, talked a lot about this energy out there in the Atlantic. So, you know, your overnight here, this is overnight, midnight. There's a chance that we could have some of these storms push up into the Carolinas. And, you know, this is early morning, 3 a.m., another little tail setting up. SPC has dark green over the Outer Banks, Eastern Carolina. So, been talking a lot about that. That chance is there. This is tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Still the same thinking as far as timing. All right. So, let's see. All right, let's go back to hey Mike, yes, there was already a bunch of pictures. Pretty significant storm damage from Cape Coral. Here is Kathleen. That one keeps showing up there, but there was definite storm damage down at Cape Coral. Here's another shot of a roof down on top of a truck. That's never fun. That was in Kathleen near Lakeland. Rough seas in Gulf State Park. Trying to find that damage in Cape Coral. Actually, we could just Google. Just put Cape Coral. There was a car really tore up. I'm really curious. This little guy right here, this Cape Coral. Look at that car, man. It got completely destroyed. Looks like a Jeep. That's down to Cape Coral this morning. That thing took a serious tumble. This is on Channing Fratman's Wink page. Big time damage coming in from Cape Coral. So definitely big winds down that way. All right, anything else cooking? There's Sheriff Grady Judd. Badass. Don't mess with Grady, right? If you know Grady Judd. Hey, Whitney, yeah, we saw that one too, man. A U.S. mail truck flipped over onto, I think the most craziest picture of all was that mail truck. Oh, here's another shot. This is a video? This is Fox 35 Orlando. Let's see what they show. Oh, that's just the pictures. But this was last night. This was a mail truck in Interstate 4 blew over on top of a family from Illinois and unfortunately caused big damage for them. Airbags went off, but apparently nobody was injured, which is very, great news coming out of that. So, you know, my rant this morning is, would the trucks been on the road under tornado watch? Hard to tell, but that happened before our tornado watch was posted. Tornado watch was posted at 1:50 in the morning, hours after this happened. Yeah, Mikey does. Let's see. There's another shot, man. But they, you know, that could be, you know, that's typical with big winds out west. Trucks blow over a lot, but again, not something you see in Florida every day. And again, I get criticized online because when I go on Twitter and we have tornadoes with no tornado watches, they're like, you should read the news, you should read SPC. Well, it's not about me. It's about the average Joe Blow. Not 99% of the people don't live on the computer like we do, right? They're not weather nerds. They go by, you know, they have real lives. We're like internet groupies that love to watch weather. But, you know, when there's a tornado watch, people do things differently. Even though there might not be one, at least you're prepared. When you don't know there's one coming. We were eating dinner last night at a restaurant, and when a tornado warning, I put that vorticity map out like literally a minute before tornado warning. And people there didn't know what the heck. They had no idea. They didn't even know Nestor was out there. All right, what else is cooking? Yeah, it's cool. You guys are great. Hey, Amy, thank you, Dawn. No, I have no worries at all. What's up, Coneheads? Yeah, you know, Betty, I don't like that term, straight line winds, tornado. I don't know. I know there's classifications, but man, that car was tore up, and that house is just, there's a couple of houses, new home construction, really tore up. So straight winds are not. It looks like a tornado to me. Knight Rider. Look at this. There you go. There's your dry, naked swirl getting closer and closer to landfall. What are they calling it? Well, remnants. It's not remnants yet. They haven't officially, I don't think, called it remnants. Let's go to SPC page. We can see, I think we've had 4 official tornadoes, maybe 5 now for Florida. Let's see. Let's see. This is a mesoscale discussion. We already showed those. We can look at your early reports coming in to the 19th. Why would it defaults to the 12th? I don't know why. So we have 4 tornado reports so far. Pinellas County, Hillsborough County, Polk County, waiting on the one from Cape Coral. All right, what else is going on? Hey, thanks, Morgan. Yep, everything's good. All the girls are sleeping, I think. Nope, Sarah's on her iPad, enjoying her morning. Emily's sleeping like teenagers do. Who's having a bad day? Renee, not me. I'm doing great. Hate your face. What? Well, what else is going on? Hey, thanks, Kathy. Let's see. Trying to read the comments. I get so many comments. Yeah, Whitney, Louisiana. All right, cool. Yeah, we get trolls. I love them. All right, so let's take a look again. I'm just going to keep ranting until my caffeine kicks in. I'd love to take a nap today. I don't know. Oh, I have a troll on my page. What's his name? I bet you I know who it is. I love him. I had a couple. Well, I'm not even going to feed. Don't feed the trolls. Let's see what it says. Let's see. We got any cool images? The coolest thing about Mike's weather page is you don't have to be on it. It's Mike's weather page. It's a blog site. It is nothing official at all. My sponsors tell me, be stupid. And it's great. And we've grown a huge army of fans. And I can honestly say that I feel like we are right a lot more than wrong. A lot. Actually, somebody in the chat 4 or 5 days ago talked about the tail of the front, and we feed off each other. We learn a lot from each other, definitely. And I learn from reading. Hey, Lisa, Rusty's good. Chilled out. Louis snoring like French bulldogs do. I took Louis to the Drunk Donkey beer reveal. That was awesome. Troubled Waters Brewery. Check it out. I had a beer debut on my birthday, which is the weirdest thing ever. When do you ever get a born on date on your born on date? And those guys are great. Steve and Kevin, the owners, the wife. I'm sorry I don't know her name, but she was a sweet lady. There's our beer. Born on date 10/17. It was a hit. Met a lot of great fans. Came from all around the state. A few hundred, probably a couple hundred, throughout the 3-hour window, and it was fun. We had Louis there. Louis was a hit. I had more people say they came to see Louis and not me. It kind of hurt my feelings. Hey, Tamara, yes, it's going to clear up later this afternoon. I got a buddy at Disney World, and he keeps texting me. I thought you said it's going to be nice this afternoon. I'm like, it is. This is the morning. I'm telling you. Noon on, we're going to start seeing sunshine, and we're just going to have these fast-moving pockets of storms, but it's not going to be, they might be strong, but they're not going to be, they're going to be fast-moving, and they're not going to accumulate a lot of rain. So if you can hang on to your hat for a few minutes, it'll be back to sunshine again. This system's slowly losing its energy, and last night we saw a lot of energy when Nestor crossed the warm Gulf water there in our little loop eddy. It really blew up into something. I mean, crazy amount of convection. And just common sense, you knew that was going to be something to worry about. And as you can see, the colors. We're losing those big cold cloud tops. They're just losing energy. So the brunt of the system is definitely losing steam here. Not seeing huge amounts of concern right now. Maybe down here. I don't even know if that's going to make it. So I think the maps did good. I don't know. I think that we are slowly watching Nestor die into a rain event. Yeah, Whitney, they sure were. Delaney, well, the SPC is a little tricky right now. Did they update the map here a little bit? Updated 1343. No. This is your current tornado watch. But this little guy here, telling you still be alert on the Panhandle side. Could be a tornado wind gust from Nestor this morning, but I don't know where it's, I don't know. But that's official, so pay attention. That's this morning. Again, by noontime, we can say things are getting a lot better. So that was posted just 45 minutes ago or so from Storm Prediction Center. Just letting everybody be aware. Could still have some popcorn storms rolling in off of the Atlantic or Gulf there. So pay attention there. What else can we look at? Storm surge. Let's see what the current storm surge is. Storm surge watch and warning. I understand. There you go. Still got a warning up for storm surge. Clearwater Beach North. And we did see storm surge here on that Weather Nation video. Rainfall map. Look at that rainfall map. There's your highest concentration of rains. Nothing huge. There's our last little big pocket of rains down between Fort Myers and Naples. Yellow, 4 to 6 inches. That's that last band showing some energy. Green is 2 to 4 inches. So not a huge rain event. Hey, Alexis, I know sometimes tornadoes, they are a part, but then there's been other times that we haven't had any. So it's every storm is a little different, Every storm has its own little niche. This one's more of a squally frontal event than anything. Here's basically, warm front draping down. We have upper shear, kind of a hybrid system. The NHC was showing graphics yesterday that made a lot of sense, showing all this combination of wind shear creating this mess. And it, other than, you look at this, you don't see it, but there is a light swirl right here. Even though there's no heavy convection, there is apparent spinach. Big time, lower level, pretty tight spinach, and the hurricane hunters verified it. So that's why we have Nestor. We have low level circulation, low pressure area with thunderstorms. Now, technically, you could argue the thunderstorms are now detached from center, and it's no longer a system, more of a naked swirl. So there you go. Hey Kyle, what's up? Oh, he gave up. Who was that? Oh, hysteria, my face. Yep. What else is cooking? So yeah, nothing. Hey, so big news is if anybody's canceled their plans for tonight, we're gonna hit Busch Gardens Halloween Howl Scream. If they don't close it up for some silly reason. So that'll be our fun and games, even though we have an 8:30 baseball game or softball game tomorrow. I got these special ticket things that came in the mail. Emily goes every year. She loves it. It's pretty cool. Hopefully it's cool out tonight. So we have the Black Spot. We have Motel Hell. We have Death Water Bayou. We have Simon's Slaughterhouse, and we have Insomnia. And then there's a new ride called the Residence. So that's fun. So hey, we could do a live stream tonight. Getting scared. Hey, all right. So let's look at long-term stuff. Don't see anything. This is gonna get interesting. Come here, Sarah. You want to say hi? A lot of y'all met Sarah at our little shindig here, man, and you guys were great. I don't know if anybody's watching, but there she is. There's Sarah. Say hi, everybody. There's your camera. See right there? The talk? No, loud. They want a hi. What's that called right there? Loud.
I love Daddy's webpage.
That's Daddy's webpage. Right? You having fun? No school today? No school? Excited, huh? Like doing nothing? All right, go lay down. All right, so let's look at long-term stuff real quick, and then I guess I'll sign off. I don't know. We'll track whatever's left. Long-term action, tropicaltidbits.com here, our buddy Levi's site. A couple fronts, nothing really there. Euro, I didn't see nothing earlier today. Nothing, you know, a little energy down here, but nothing yet. Sometimes the CMC does a really good job of sniffing things out. You know, there's another front, October 26th, but nothing. So that's good. Let's look at long range Euro models and see what we got here. White screen. Yes, we do, Whitney. Alexis, what's up? Hey, girls. Yeah, I told her you all said hey. She was handing out koozies. It was the coolest thing ever. Anybody that showed up, Sarah would give them a koozie at our little beer party thing. That was so sweet of her. All right, so there's our 15. That's our 10-day tropics map. Not showing much to worry about yet. That's good. Things can change, but you know, typically this is the area we watch. The Euro has one little guy going up there, 1 out of 50 something, so there's a 1% chance of something. Alright, there's that. Alright, let's take a look at we'll look at overnight your GFS ensembles. Take a look here. Yeah, you know, there's a general area. So nothing. What'd you get, Jamie? If you did, hey, email me. Because I did screw up. I was trying to print all those koozies that we did, and I might have missed it. So there's a spot. I don't know. Nothing to stress about on that yet. That, you know, that would just be the area to watch if we were to get something to develop, you know. But I think the models has always picked this spot out anyways until we start to really see it on the model runs. No biggie, but that, you know, that's where we're going to watch. If we're going to get any more systems, this is it right here. This is leftover energy from fronts hang around down here. Low pressures. Once you get low pressures, they tend to start spinning. Okay, hey Jamie, definitely email me. Yes. Let's see. No, hey Alexis. No, there. Like I said, there's been times where we have not had tropical systems that have had tornadoes. Let's see what else. Carolina's Catherine. Badly is not a good word for North Carolina. Currently, yes, we have the SPC threat kind of high for Carolinas. That's through today. Tomorrow we get Eastern Carolina. Unless you live on the coast, you know, we're just talking a rain event. It's going to be quick. It's going to be gone Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. So I would not be too concerned yet. I'd just be aware, you know. Don't see a massive convection right now, currently, to worry about. You know, the only thing you got to worry about in Carolinas would be any coastal storms coming in off the Atlantic. You know, you can see them brewing here, like these little red dots. A lot of vorticity out there spinning. So, you know, this is what eventually is going to make its way up northward. So, kind of a second fueling for our system in the Gulf Stream. In fact, I should probably post that. But this little energy, you know, will pull northward, and that's why the SPC has the yellow up. But that's more for Georgia, South Carolina today. So yeah, coastal areas, yeah, I'd be watching. I wouldn't be worried. Okay, Rusty, let's see. Let's see, what else is cooking? Snow. Look at that. Oof. Oh my goodness. This is a bad one. This is on Jennifer Holt and Fox 13. Wow. It's like I told you, man. Once we get Dave, this is I don't know if it's a house or not. This is Fox 13 showing this now.
House, and you can see it is just decimated.
I
They've
see
lived
bricks.
here for quite some time. They said they've never seen anything like this. And then right behind the house is a Baptist church here in Polk County. A lot of the parishioners have been here this morning because there's a food bank right next door that was hard hit as well. But a lot of the neighborhood does look like this. We've got a lot of people out and about this morning. I just want to show you a couple of other sides of this roadway.
Man, look at that.
Just a lot of damage here. Polk County.
Now let me tell you what. That is rare for Florida. Very rare. And man, I just don't understand. We had no tornado watch. Correct me if I'm wrong. The point of a tornado watch is to let people know there's a chance. It's a miracle that nobody got hurt with devastation like that. I mean, Florida does not get big time tornadoes like that. There's cinder blocks down on that, so that's EF2ish, in my opinion. We'll see, but that's big time damage, and they said there's more like that. So that's in Lakeland area. Wow. I mean, there's their bed.
They've lived here for quite some time.
Show that again. I mean, there's a bedroom. There's her TV.
Hit area that I've seen this morning. A husband and wife rode out the storm in this house, and you can see it is just decimated. They've lived here for quite some time. They said they've never seen anything like this. And then right behind the house,
it's crazy. All right, so there's that. There's a lot more pictures coming in. So, as the day goes on, we're going to see more and more video. And there's surge here. East Point, Florida is where we showed that surge earlier with that van underwater. So we have two sides. Here's a good picture of that's hurricane track, Mark Sudeth. Two pictures a couple hours apart. This was before and after surge rolling in. That was in Big Bend area. Here's a good picture showing the actual track of our potential tornado that we just showed the damage of. This is the long-lived track here going up through. Started out close to Parrish, just east of Parrish, Ruskin area, and there's the track of that storm. So I'll keep looking for that. So anyway, Lower Lee, it's just rare in Florida because we don't get that the hot cold jet stream. The jet stream pattern in the Midwest creates a lot of this instability, and you get these massive, tornadoes. Dry air is a big part of tornadoes, and the moisture in our atmosphere. But because we had dry air coming down with that front, there was a lot of instability, and it wasn't a normal pattern weather-wise, and that's why we saw this one tornado. And again, we're still under tornado watch. And we'll see, today, the next couple hours. Here's some more damage. Haven't seen these pictures. A lot of trees down, a lot of damage. So that's big news for Florida. Like I said, we don't really get EF1 plus tornadoes very often. especially unannounced. And I went nuts last night on Twitter talking about that. I posted this last night at, well, it says 11 hours ago. I don't know if it tells me. Oh, I posted this at 10:34 p.m. Another tornado warning in Florida. When do we actually get a watch? I'm sure I'm going to get hate from that, but hey, you're allowed to have opinions, right? Wasn't downplaying anybody, but just kind of irks me. Yes, it does. All right, so what else cooking? Yeah, hey, listen, Matthew, there's another front coming down. We have severe weather risk. I know. It's kind of like a spring type pattern here. Look at this. We have 2 days of storm probabilities again, kind of like spring here in October. Day 2, day 3, more storms coming in. Leslie, well, yeah. Hopefully nobody in Fort Wilderness. Well, I had a a fan post that they had to pack up their tent. It got blown apart. All right, so here's another look at rain. Here, here's that last little bit of energy that Storm Prediction Center wanted everybody to be aware of. A couple cells out here to watch coming up. Ooh, that was loud. And there you go. I mean, our energy. Look at it. We got sunshine popping through here in Oldsmar. And there's that last little line. So we'll see. It's windy. Wow, we got some wind blowing here now. Sunshine popping. So our last little bit of unknown is going to be this dry. When you get these dry pockets behind the main, when you get these big blobs of convection, cools off the atmosphere. But once you get these little openings in between storms is when you start getting heating and dry airs, and that's when we get more these possibilities for severe storms. So now that we have a little break in the action, we're going to watch this last little line here, a couple of them out this way, and we'll see what they got. I'd love to go storm chasing. Whitney Talladega, your tent blew apart. Yes. Thanks, Leslie. Yeah, I was a little animate about this system. I don't know. Everybody I saw the last 2 days, I'm like, listen, we're going to be in a tornado watch. Be prepared. I just a little upset that it didn't get posted until everybody was in bed. But anyway. All right, so there's cooking. Anything else question-wise? I got to pee. Sun's, yeah, Vera, what's up? Yep. Here's some more. Here's a road washed out. This is Franklin County. Not sure town. This is ABC 27 retweeting this. Here's here's that video of that. They didn't show it all the way. No. Looked like it was a video of the truck. Oh yeah, you can see it. Oh my goodness. All right, so here, this is posted by WTSP. This is no, I don't know who to give credit to. This was Bew Zimmer WTSP here, local TV. But this is that truck that flipped over on I-4. You can see it right up here. And there it goes. Oh my gosh, right under that SUV. Look at that. Holy crap. Now that was during this whole tornado episode with Lakeland area. Before, you can see the winds go by. Look at that. So, man, there's another shot. There's another shot. Look. Nope, that's a different truck. Well, that truck almost flipped over too. So that's video just coming in. There's that truck that flipped over on top of that car, and thankfully nobody got hurt. So again, if we were under a tornado watch, I'm wondering, would trucks be out on the road? Would mail trucks? It doesn't matter if it's a mail truck or not, but my buddy Dusty My buddies, I told him afternoon. Son. He doesn't believe me. He's at Disney. He just sent me a picture in his ponchos. There you go. Nothing stops the mail. It just takes forever to get there, Whitney. I love Amazon. Mail. There's our buddy Josh. Let's see anything else coming in. So it's fun to watch Twitter. Twitter usually is a good time, good place to go and see updated news as it happens. And right now, there's really nothing to worry about, so that's good news. We got a little surge. Sunshine's popping out. It's still not taking my eye off of what's going on in the Gulf. Now that we have a little daytime heating. And I hear Sarah giggling. What are you giggling about, Sarah? All right, there you go. Cool. What's cooking? Airmail, literally. All right. Yeah, Whitney's tough. It is. All right. Anything questions? Yeah, Robin. I bet it did. Michael's still feeling Michael effects up that way. I hear stories every day of people still suffering that way, trying to get their lives back together. Met a lot of people, actually half a dozen or so people that came to the Trail Waters Brewery told me stories about family that actually lost homes up there. All right, hey, where's Louie, Don? Yeah, we should get Louie. I want to steal Louie from my wife. Hang on. She's going to get mad at me. Here's my Louie time. Where's Louie? Come on, buddy. You done? Nope, not done. They all want to see Louie at the end. He's snoring, mad. Here he comes. Here comes Louie. Sarah's coming along with him. There you go. There's Louie. I just woke him up. Like, what are you doing, Dad? We'll just let him hang for a minute. He was the big hit at the party. There we go. I can never show Rusty. There we go. There's Louie. There's Sarah. Slide over. Say hi, Sarah. Rusty wants to see Rusty. I could bring Rusty. Come here, Rusty. Go get Rusty. Go get him. How you gonna get him? He's 100 pounds. Pick him up, Sarah. There's our boy. He's the official dog of Mike's Weather Page. Can you wave? Oh, here comes Rusty. Come here, buddy. Here comes Rusty. Let's see if we can do this here. Come on. Let's see if I can turn the camera here. There's Rusty. Come down. There's Rusty. Hey, Rusty. Say hi. There's Rusty. That's his 5 minutes of fame. Oh, now he's done. He's an old dog. Come here. Turn around. Come here. Come here. Say hi, everybody. Come here. Everybody wants to see Rusty. They probably don't even think you exist. There's Rusty right there. Hey, Rusty. He's a good boy. We've had Rusty forever. Before Sarah was born, actually. Good thing I had pants on. I didn't think about that. That would have been funny. All right. So, hey, listen, I'm going to track. I'm going to do some posting here for the South Carolina, Georgia folks because we are under a little higher risk from the SPC for you guys, this area here. So, not meaning to talk only about Florida. Now the focus is shifting more towards the Atlantic storms. And we're going to see what kind of action they get. And we'll see if there's any energy left here in Florida. Otherwise, we might lose our tornado watch soon, maybe. Hopefully. One little cell out here left to worry about. This little guy is going north. This little guy here going towards the coast. And this one, I don't know. Maybe I'll go storm chase this one. We'll do a little Oldsmar storm chasing. This one's going to be here in about an hour. Leslie, yeah, it might have. Well, we can say it was his official appearance. He I do have email. Will, I do. AOL. I also have Gmail. I keep the AOL now just because I love to get people's reactions when I tell them. Like AOL. They keep showing this seafood festival video down here in John's Pass. A bunch of tents went flying. I'm not sure why anybody would have left their tents down. Why didn't anybody? Everybody left their tents up down there last night. Did they not watch Mike's weather page? No. There's more fans out there that we could conquer. We're getting close to 1 million. Nothing new. All right. AOL hell, yeah. AOL. They have a good. There's another shot of that. This one just got posted by our buddy Paul Delgado. Never good when your RV ends up on your boat. That guy has got a story to tell the rest of his life. Not only did his boat get hit, the damn RV got hit with it. And that sucks. Alright, cool. Anything else cooking? Nah. So I'll be on later if I have to. There's Tony Stewart posting. I'm a friend with Tony Stewart. Here's your tornado watch. Oh, the governor just posted that. Ron DeSantis. But that's a little late. Should have posted it last night. Weather alert. Flood warning for Hillsborough County until 7 p.m. Sunday. That one just got posted. Flood warning. Rains. We got sunshine though. The rain's dying down. Good news. All right. Yep. I'm gonna do it, Mirtha. Yep. I'm gonna go out there and do my best drunk donkey impression. 11:30. I'm hoping this little guy gets a little energy, just enough to blow my hair around. I don't see anything though that would say otherwise as far as storms. I have to look at my radar scope app. So there you go. All right, cool. Hey, we talked a couple hours. I think 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I wonder how long I've been. Let's go to weather. We'll see how long. So here's my only thing I hate about the page. I have to sleep sometimes. And I can't go on everybody's time frame, right? So there's people that says 2 hours. There's people that get upset, obviously, when I'm sleeping, and that's fine. Michael, last year, I talked straight 48 hours. Got a Talladega crash, and I couldn't do any post coverage. Kind of bummed me out, but, you know, I wish there was more than just me. The news media has several meteorologists, so they get to tag team and, you know. The cool thing about the Facebook Lives, though, is you can always go back and watch, so that's good. That's why I did one last night, you know. I think I pretty much talked it all up last night at 8 o'clock when we did our little Facebook Live. 7:30 last night I did one, 7:30 to 8, and we talked about this blob and the tornado effects. So anyway, yeah, and Dega has no cell phone coverage at all. All right, cool. All right, hey, listen. Thanks to you 356 people still with me. We hit almost 4,000. Maybe I'll go live if we get a storm coming. Indefinite sunshine now. You can see my face is brightened up, right? Sunshine. I'm telling you, noon. This thing is going to be a distant memory, and life goes on. So there you go. Be safe, y'all. Enjoy your Saturday. Stay aware. We've still got a tornado watch till noon. Upper Panhandle, east of Panama. coastal areas of Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, you're next. I'm going to do a post for you guys because there's a chance you could get some nasty weather throughout the day. So be good. We'll see you next time, whenever that is. I'm out. Bye.